This is a video about how to use the source and also Schoology, which is a tool that teachers and students can use to share information and which parents can use to see what's going on in the source. So I'm going to assume you're going to get to the source through a bookmark or something like that later on, but right to begin with, we'll start with the super basic way, or if you don't feel like trying to remember that sort of thing, you can always just go to either Seattle Public Schools or the school year or the page of the school your student goes to, and you'll get something like this, whether it's a Seattle Public Schools main website or the school site. At the top, you'll see these kind of guide buttons up here, and if you click the student portal one, even though you're not a student, it'll take you to a place you want to go to. So click that, and it'll bring you to this page, which has the kinds of logins you'll want. You'll want to log into the source to check grades, and eventually once you get a login, which I'll show you how to do, you'll log in as a parent or guardian to Schoology to get information and see what your student's supposed to be doing in the class and find them resources if you want, or figure out what the teachers are doing. So we'll start by logging into the source, which most of you probably know how to do, but I'll show you anyway. Click log into the source. That'll bring up your student's grade page, which is sort of a general page showing their schedule and the grades they have in their schedule. And here you can see the students doing, bad and good, A's and E's. So if you were a parent, you'd probably want to know, like, why are they getting what they're getting. So if you click here on these buttons, these grade buttons, it'll take you to the page where you can see why it is that the student has the grade they have. So I'm going to click on one of the buttons here, and I always click on the semester 1 button or the semester 2 button, because the semester button should be the one that is the final grade for the semester, the one that matters the most. So I'm just going to click on one of these buttons, and it'll take me to a page that basically is the detail grade for that kind of thing. So here you can see, the grade they have, and here's the various assignments they have and what they got on those assignments. So it's a pretty straightforward kind of interface to figure out why they're getting what they're getting. Kind of breaks the grades down by the type of assignments. So I'll go back to that previous page, and you would then be able to click on the other classes. I'm going to click on this class, and here you can see again the kind of grade. A couple of things to note: there are some codes here that you'll see next to the grade. This particular one has a missing assignment. They can be other sorts of things. The other thing to note is if there's just these 2 slashes here, it doesn't mean that they have a 0 or anything. It just means this one hasn't been graded, although in this case it is missing. Unless it has a 0, they haven't actually gotten a 0 out of 10, say. It just means that this hasn't been graded. Sometimes you'll be able to click on these assignments here. None of these teachers have done that, but sometimes you can click on this and it'll show you what the assignment is. So here you can look at the various things that will cause the grade to be. If you go back to this page, you can also see what their attendance things were for any given day. So the various kind of codes are down here for, out of building absence and various other kinds of things. Over here, you can see their absences and tardies. And if the student had absences or tardies, you'd be able to click on that and it would show you, when they were absent and why they were absent. All right, so that's how you see their grades. But there's another thing you can do here, and that is to go to this Schoology Access button. And this button will take you into the teacher sort of web pages where they share information with the students and where the students can share information with them. So I'm going to click on that. And the first time, this will bring up a how to log in code, which is basically why this video exists. So you'll get this page, which is the access code for your student. And here's all the instructions. If you already have gotten this, it'll just take you straight into Schoology. But in this case, you would copy the access code. Just highlight it and do Control Copy or Control C, and then you would sign up for Schoology. And that code you just copied, you will paste into this access code place, and then click Continue. And that'll bring a sign up page, and you put your name in and your username that you're going to use, or your email, and the password, and confirm the password. Write that down somewhere or save it in some file, depending on how much you care about this being stolen. Save it more or less safely. And then, me personally, I hate getting a lot of emails, so I would unclick this Receive Periodic Schoology Updates, and it's up to you though. And then once you've gotten all this set and you remember it well enough that you don't have to call in and get it fixed, click Register. And then now that you have a login, you type in the email or username you did, type in the password you just set up, and click Login. And when you click login, this will take you to Schoology. So this is the first page of Schoology when a student or a parent signs in. It's kind of a what's new sort of page. And you can see this physics teacher, Von Braun, has added some stuff sooner than anybody else. It's probably not that exciting to you as a parent, so what you're probably going to want to do is go up here to this Courses tab. And when you click on this Courses tab, it'll bring a drop-down menu that will show you the various courses your student has. And for the student, it'll be very similar. They'll see their classes. You can use the scroll bar over here to see all of their classes. So from here, you can click on a class you want to take a look at and see what the teacher's posted. I'm going to click on this physics one, and it opens this, which is what the student can see, basically. So it has all of the assignments and resources that the teacher has felt like posting for this student. The students can see a few other things, actually, because they have better access in some ways than you as a parent do. They can see each other's posts, they can see member lists and things like that. You as a parent can't, because there would be violations of privacy laws and stuff like that. So you can see some stuff. And so this allows you to, figure out something that might be missing, or what is that assignment, why, any of that stuff, if you feel like helicopter parenting or helping your student out, depending on how you want to look at that. And you can also tell that there is folders, or there are folders in this case. This teacher has left a constant velocity worksheet and key things. So say you wanted to look at that, you would just click on that, and it would open the folder that has all of these constant velocity worksheets, and somehow this works, I'm not sure. But, if you click on these, they're PDF files, and they would open up, and you could take a look at what your student's doing. So once you've looked through their grades and looked through whatever you want to look at on Schoology, you as a parent could then probably log off. And in order to do that, you have this little triangle button up here at the top right, and when you click on that, brings a drop-down menu down, and you just click log out, and that gets you out of Schoology. And your student can then log into Schoology, and they don't see your login. All right, hope that was helpful for knowing how to get into grades and how to get into Schoology. Thank you. Bye.